Hello everybody, Brian here for quantlabs.net. I just want to talk to you about the vulnerabilities that we face in real time with what's going on in the world that we live in with hack attacks. Now this is a real world analysis courtesy of Kaspersky. I'll put the links up if you want to see this. Of the vulnerabilities, the attacks that they have of systems running with running Kaspersky. Now, just so people know, I tried to install Kaspersky. I didn't do too well with it. I sent it back. Now I'm, as I call it, heavily Norton up to my ass right here on all my browsers. Now, seems to be running, just kills the performance of the system. So that leads me to another problem. If I wish I could get this working. This is pretty cool. Problem is, it just I'll show you two things actually. This is all JavaScript. I wouldn't be surprised if this is written in some I'm learning D3 JavaScript library. But you can see some of the vulnerabilities here where I'm at in Toronto. Just constant bombardment, but whatever. But this one's the real eye-opener. Now this one's put up by a security company called Norton, and basically it's real-time attacks. Now this is a very extreme example. As you can see, it looks like missiles being attacked to U.S. These are attacks. These are the companies sending this out, or sorry, the servers, where they're from. Most of them are obviously from China. Sometimes when we watch it, they do get routed through China, or through other countries. I've noticed here, like Ivory Coast, or sometimes it seems to be coming from France or whatever. But it's very interesting to watch. There's some Russian that does get attacked, but I'm not here to go on about it. But you can see that the U.S. does get. We were watching this last night. Me and somebody. We saw about. I mean, this is just an extreme example of what's coming out of China in terms of real-time attacks. About 6,000 attacks in the U.S. And when you track down these IPs, oddly, St. Louis and another place called Kirksville in the U.S. is getting attacked, and when I'm tracing it back to our military installations, it's kind of interesting, but just, I don't know, it's kind of neat to see how the security of the U.S. government works, I guess. But here's all the different types of attacks. So what's the point of all this? Well, this is the reason why I'm wanting to get off of Windows. It's just one step away from mitigating my risk. I've talked to numerous people and they say that Windows is no longer the problem with number of attacks. I mean, with the recent Sony's a good example. Now I'm sure Microsoft is up to par in terms of level of security with new Windows 8, Windows Server 2012. I'm sure they all work. Other reason is just this reason right here, Norton. The antivirus to run in is very expensive on your system, pretty well on your network. For me to run after my recent hack, it took 4 days to run a complete scan on all my drives and network internally here. There are over 80 million, not 8, but 80 million items that it scanned and looked for breaches and anything looked funny. It was a couple of hundred, but it's all been cleaned up. And as you can tell, it's an ugly world that we live in terms of security. So that is why I'm just trying to minimize my exposure to these type of attacks. I mean, Linux probably is as good as Windows, but to the burdensome of trying to keep a Windows environment is very, very taxing. Norton's the best and only the best. It's what I've been told by numerous security so-called cyber experts. So that's what I'm running. But at the expense of it, it's very, very taxing on your network and system. As you can see why. So we have 1,500 attacks currently, and about 700 of them coming in from China. Okay, so interesting, fun stuff to watch. You can watch it all night just to see how it works. And then you have this one from Kaspersky as well. So if you're into that, hey. But people I need to thank for sending this, somebody who works at Dell on this. He seems to be pretty knowledgeable in this sort of thing. and people from across the pond. They really opened my eyes on this. All right, talk to you later. Have a good day. And if you're watching this before Christmas 2014, Merry Christmas and have a good season. I might put up some more videos later today. Talk to you later, though. Bye.